Today we're diving into a fascinating and transformative topic, Jungian archetypes, and how they can help us navigate the complexities of modern relationships. Relationships today are more dynamic and challenging than ever before, with shifting cultural norms, the rise of technology, and the fast-paced nature of our lives. It's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed in love and connection. But what if I told you that deep within your psyche lies a powerful tool to help you understand yourself and your relationships better? In this video, we'll explore how Carl Jung's archetypes, universal patterns of behavior and energy, can guide you toward building healthier, more fulfilling relationships. By understanding these archetypes, you'll gain clarity about your own patterns, heal emotional wounds, and create deeper connections with your loved ones. Whether you're single, dating, or in a long-term partnership, this video is for you. Let's dive into the world of archetypes and learn how they can transform the way you approach love and intimacy. Let's start with the basics. What are Jungian archetypes, and why are they relevant to relationships? Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century, believed that each of us carries universal symbols or archetypes within our unconscious mind. These archetypes are shared across cultures and time, influencing how we think, feel, and behave. In relationships, archetypes play a significant role in shaping the type of partners we're drawn to, how we handle conflict, the emotional dynamics between us and others. Some of the key archetypes that show up in love and connection include the lover, passionate, emotional, and deeply connected to beauty and intimacy. The caregiver, nurturing, supportive, and devoted to the well-being of others. The hero, protective, courageous, and willing to fight for love. The shadow, the darker, hidden parts of ourselves that can sabotage relationships. These archetypes aren't just abstract ideas. They're living forces within us. They shape how we approach love, the kind of partners we attract, and even the challenges we face in relationships. Why relationships feel so complex today? Modern relationships come with unique challenges. The fast-paced world we live in, combined with social media, dating apps, and shifting cultural norms, has made connection both easier and harder. On one hand, we have more opportunities to meet people than ever before. On the other hand, we often struggle with deeper issues like fear of vulnerability. Many of us are afraid to open up and show our true selves. Unrealistic expectations. Social media often creates a distorted view of what relationships should look like. Repeating toxic patterns. Without self-awareness, we can unconsciously recreate the same unhealthy dynamics. Difficulty balancing independence with intimacy. In a world that values self-sufficiency, it can be hard to let someone in without losing yourself. This is where Jungian archetypes can help. By understanding the archetypal energies at play in your relationships, you can break free from unconscious patterns, heal emotional wounds, and create healthier dynamics. Key archetypes in modern relationships. Let's take a closer look at the archetypes that most influence modern relationships. The lover. The lover embodies passion, intimacy, and connection. When this archetype is balanced, it creates deep emotional bonds and shared joy. But when it's out of balance, it can lead to obsession, jealousy, or fear of abandonment. How to work with this archetype? Practice vulnerability and emotional openness. Focus on cultivating self-love to avoid dependency on others. The caregiver. The caregiver is nurturing and supportive, always putting others first. While this archetype can create stability in relationships, it can also lead to burnout or codependency if boundaries aren't maintained. How to work with this archetype? Learn to balance giving with receiving. Set healthy boundaries to avoid overextending yourself. The hero. The hero is courageous and protective, willing to fight for love and overcome obstacles. But when this archetype becomes dominant, it can lead to control issues or a savior complex. How to work with this archetype. Focus on collaboration rather than saving your partner. Channel your strength into building trust and shared goals. The shadow. The shadow represents the hidden, unconscious parts of ourselves, our fears, insecurities, and unresolved trauma. Left unchecked, the shadow can sabotage relationships through jealousy, mistrust, or fear of intimacy. How to work with this archetype. Explore your shadow through journaling or therapy. Practice self-awareness to identify triggers and patterns. Practical steps to apply archetypes in your relationships. Now that you understand the archetypes, let's talk about how to use them to navigate your relationships more effectively. Identify your dominant archetypes. Reflect on which archetypes show up most often in your relationships. Are you deeply connected to the lover, or do you tend to overextend yourself as the caregiver? Balance archetypal energies. Healthy relationships require a balance of archetypes. For example, you might combine the lover's passion with the caregiver's nurturing while keeping the shadow in check. Communicate archetypes with your partner. Share these ideas with your partner. Understanding each other's archetypes can create deeper empathy and connection. Heal archetypal wounds. If you notice toxic patterns in your relationships, explore the archetypes behind them. For example, jealousy might stem from the shadow, while burnout could result from an overactive caregiver. Real-life examples of archetypes in action. Let's look at how archetypes play out in real relationships. The lover and the hero. A passionate couple who support each other's dreams but sometimes struggle with balancing independence and intimacy. The caregiver and the shadow. A nurturing partner who needs to work through their fear of abandonment to create healthier boundaries. The creator and the sage. A visionary couple who thrive on shared goals and intellectual connection. These archetypes show up in every relationship. Understanding them can help you navigate challenges and strengthen your bond. Modern relationships may be complex, but they also offer incredible opportunities for growth, connection, and transformation. By working with Jungian archetypes, you can gain deeper self-awareness, heal emotional wounds, and build relationships that truly align with your values. Which archetype do you resonate with most in your relationships? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.